On a sunny October 16th, back in 1923, the Walt Disney Company was born. 100 years later, the company is now one of the most successful companies on the planet, dominating the entertainment industry and creating stories that will be passed down for generations to come. That's why the company has released a short film titled Once Upon a Studio. In it, we get to take a journey through the different eras and animation styles that have left their mark on Disney's history. Furthermore, we can appreciate reference to the most iconic films like Snow White, The Lion King, and even Cinderella. So it's safe to say that this short film is more like a nostalgic trip through the company's history. The short film begins with a young woman and an adult man touring the Disney animation studios. They are amazed by all the history and creativity that has been captured in the studio and talking about how surprised they are that the company turns 100 years old and the artists who have been part of the studio creating characters around all this time. Inside the studio, you'll see various paintings narrating the story of Disney's early days, with the spotlight of no one other than Minnie and Mickey Mouse. These two come to life along with other Disney characters framed in the hallways, and they quickly start spreading the word together outside the premises. These characters step out of their frames just like other Disney characters framed along the hallways, and they quickly start buzzing about, getting everyone to meet up outside the building. So we see characters like Bambi sprinting down the hallways, Peter Pan soaring alongside Wendy, Vanellope taking the wheel of a car, and a whole bunch of characters we might not have laid eyes on in quite a while. As they walk down one of the hallways, Elsa and Anna chat about whether the villains will show up in the picture, while Elsa freezes one of them before he could get out of the frame. On the other side of the studio, we found several characters in the elevator. They're getting impatient because Flash, the sloth from Zootopia, is taking his sweet time getting to the elevator. Meanwhile, in another part of the studio, we catch a glimpse of Olaf busy sketching, just as the genie from Aladdin magically pops into view. Inside, you'll come across more Disney characters, including one of the most forgotten ones, Chicken Little. At the same time, we see Gaston from Beauty and the Beast admiring his muscles in front of the mirror when suddenly the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland sneaks in just to mock him. And then, in a surprising twist, Minnie Mouse interrupts to hurry everyone out of the building and get them in place for the photo. With this, we move on to one of the most moving scenes of the short, where we see Mickey Mouse admiring the portrait of his rightful creator, Walt Disney. He thanks him for everything and tells him that he has to go, leaving the building. Once everyone is gathered outside, we find Goofy, who will be in charge of taking the legendary group photo. But he is on some stairs and can't keep his balance, so he falls and the camera ends up in pieces. However, Stitch comes to the rescue, but instead of fixing the camera, he ends up biting it and breaking it even more. Finally, and realizing that there's nothing they can do about it, everyone returns disappointed inside the building. But being Disney, a song couldn't be left out of this short, so they all start to sing. And then, here comes Fix-It Felix from Wreck-It Ralph, who fixes the camera with a few hammer blows.
I can fix it!
At last, after so many complications, Goofy sets the timer and they finally take the long-awaited picture. Once upon a time, there was a short film titled Once Upon a Studio celebrating Disney's 100 years. This short takes us on a magical journey through the origins of the animation studio founded by Walt Disney and his brother Roy, and shows us the main milestones of Disney's history, from the creation of Mickey Mouse to the release of their most recent films. Now, this short film wraps up with a message of hope for Disney's future. Despite some hiccups and controversies over the years, Disney still reigns supreme in the entertainment industry. But this ain't just any short film. It's a love letter to all the generations that grew up with Disney's enchanting stories and characters. Okay, now let's get into some fun facts and references. The short was released to the public on October 16th on Disney+, called Once Upon a Story, which is a tribute to Disney's 100th anniversary, which is happening this year, 2023. It premiered at Anne's International Animated Film Festival in France, and it got a standing ovation from the audience. Mickey Mouse gathers over 500 characters from the classics to the most recent to take a historic photo of the entire Disney family. The short film seamlessly blends live-action footage with animation and features the original voices of most of the actors and actresses who voiced the characters. However, some archived recordings of actors who have passed away and couldn't record their lines were used. Surprisingly, about 80% of the animated characters in the short film were hand-drawn. The short film is directed by Dane Abraham and Trent Corey, who have previously worked on Disney projects in films like Tangled, Frozen, and Zootopia. The short also ends with the song When You Wish Upon a Star, which captures the Disney spirit. This is a very important song for the company as it was used in the 1940 film Pinocchio. The song expresses Pinocchio's wish to become a real boy and the idea that dreams can come true if you have faith and hope. Well, that's all for this video. Before you go, I want you to comment down below in the comment section what was your favorite part of the short film, and also tell me who's your favorite Disney character of all time. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. We'll see each other in the next video. Bye!